By the way, my name is Kevin, and we have a special guest with us because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we had an Alpha launch this week, and we were able to celebrate what Alpha has been doing for how many seasons now? 32
seasons.
Yes,
which
the coming is 32.
32 seasons. I'm 31 years old, so this is kind of like crazy. But we have Nick and Sam here. They are married. They both run Alpha. And so they've graciously decided to join us for Dim Summary. And we are excited to just chat about the sermon, chat about Alpha, and chat about your guys' your guys' lives and how you guys met each other. So we're excited. So before we start, again, Dim Summary is to comment on the service process. It's like we're having dim sum together after church. So if you have any questions, we're actually going to play a game where people can ask Nick and Sam any apologetic questions. Apologetic questions are questions about the faith. Any hard questions, they're going to answer them in less than 10 or 15 seconds. So write it in the chat, these questions that you want us to ask them. But before we begin, I think it'd be great if you kind of introduced yourselves to the audience and to the church about how you guys met each other, how you're involved in Alpha, what's your connection to the church and everything.
So it's so great to be here, Dim Summary.
Yeah.
This is
Finally, we get to come on.
Yeah.
one of the things that we have missed the most by being physically in church
Right.
is Dim Summary.
And nobody thinks to watch us afterwards, right?
We're rushing for Dim Sum.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. So it's great to be here. So Sam and I, we've been married for 6 years now. Wow, 6 years, and we have been serving in Alpha together even before when we were dating even.
Wow.
So we know each other
You serve
more than
together, that's
10
the
years
best way
now.
to meet your wife.
And
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity to get to know your wife. Before being your wife. And to serve together. We know each other from care group. So we were serving in the same care group together. And actually, we still serve the same care group together.
Yeah.
Happy Hour care group.
Happy hour.
And that's right.
Hi, Happy Hour as well.
And then so we from there we just we just got engaged and got to know each other. And
So Nick, you are if you go on the website and you click on About and you click on Meet the Team, then you go down to Elders. You'll see Nick
yes.
as an elder.
The last
You're so
guy.
young. How are you an
That's
elder?
right. I think I'm the youngest elder in church or even in history of
In
our
history.
church. That's right. That's
So
right.
do we have to refer you by an elder title? Like
No, that's fine.
Elder Nick?
That's fine. I'm going
Call
for
him
Nick.
younger.
I'm going for next. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I tell people that they're like, oh, elder? What? How old are you? What do you do? Right?
Yeah.
That's right.
So why don't you tell us how you guys got involved in Alpha and decided to take the lead for Alpha?
That's right. Okay, so our journey is a little bit different.
Yeah.
How we got plugged into Alpha. Mine was way back. I think I was with church for about 12 years now, and then before that.
So that was when you were like 2 years old.
That's right. That's right. When I came to church, and then back in that time, my care group member, so my older care group member, she invited me to come join Alpha training.
Right.
And I just joined the Alpha training. I had no idea what was Alpha. And I joined the training, and then after like a week, I was plugged into a group to be a helper in the Alpha course.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on,
Yeah.
but it really was a life-changing experience for me. So I haven't stopped since then to
That's
serve.
great.
That's right.
So for me, it was my first experience with Alpha is that at work, they were saying like, oh, why don't we organize an Alpha? And I'm like, I've never been to an Alpha before. So then I joined the Island ECC Alpha. And also because I joined the Happy Hour care group, and basically our whole care group is an Alpha care group. So we have Nick, we have a lot of different other members who are very experienced in Alpha. So they came and helped. And then Nick also came to help our workplace Alpha, and he shared his testimony during the retreat. And that's how I got to know his testimony. And then I was like, oh, this person is quite
Is that when you
special.
fell in love with him?
I think not yet, not
No, so
exactly.
the testimony wasn't that great.
It was good testimony. So I was like, this guy is pretty cool. But yeah. So it was a special time that time because he got prayed over, and then it was like, yeah, maybe you will end up being with Sam. So
Yeah, seriously?
Exactly. That was during a prayer, like a
prophetic
prayer session,
prayer.
prophetic prayer during
Oh,
Alpha.
let's,
So
let's calm down here. Let's not even talk about prophecy. Someone prayed
pray
over
for
that.
me. Yes, pray for
Specifically
me.
Sam's name.
Yeah, so Sam is going to be your future wife. I'm like, you are crazy. Like I joined this course and you start telling me all these random stuff.
Wow,
and
everyone's
what
like, can you get that prayer intercession? What's the name of that prayer? Because we want him to pray for us. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so before we begin, let's play this little game. Okay,
Okay, sure.
So if you're watching,
you ready?
you
Drink some water.
you know, you can actually get involved in Alpha, right? Because there's an online Alpha, right? And did I speak too soon?
We have a physical alpha. It's going to be a hybrid this time. So it's going to be on 13th of September. That's going to start very soon for 10
Yeah.
weeks.
So if you are online, oh sorry, what were you saying?
So you can sign up for it at the Island ECC website
I got you.
now.
Yeah, you can sign up. So what we want to do today for this game is to give you a sample of what Alpha could be like. And so the game is Nick and Sam will have to answer the questions that I have prepared, and also you guys can contribute some of your questions. They will have 15 to 20 seconds
Wow.
to answer each question. And each of these questions are related to Alpha. These are questions that non-Christians may have about Christianity. So kind of like
No
perfect,
pressure,
right?
no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
You guys run Alpha, so you guys have all the answers. So we'll begin the clock. I'm keeping the clock, but why don't we start with this? Based on your card that has all the questions, who is Jesus? 20 seconds. Go.
Go, Sam.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus is the Son of God, and He loves us so much that God sent Him to us to save us. So we really need to get to know Him more by joining the first week. Who is Jesus?
Good. That was 10 seconds. So that's how the game will work.
That's pretty
okay?
good. That's pretty good. Wow.
Again, remember you guys can send in your questions. So this question then is, science and God are opposed, right? Doesn't so how does science and religion work together? Are they opposed, or do they actually work together?
Yeah, I kind of think of it as science as actually reveals what about God and reveals more. We're just using science to actually discover what God has done. And if you ask any scientist, and in many ways even Albert Einstein would tell you that it's impossible to not have a God given what he has seen.
Nice. 15
And you
seconds.
should- yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, that's it.
Ready. If God is real, then why is there so much suffering and hardship and persecution that we see going around us? 15 seconds and go.
There's so much opposition in this world. It's not only God, but there's opposing power, and that's why we have to discuss why and is there evil in this world. So there will be a topic on that.
There's
There's
a
a topic
1 week
on that
topic on that.
evil.
That's right.
That was like less than 15 seconds. If God is so good and following Christ is so fantastic, then why are Christians such a bunch of self-righteous hypocrites?
Well, I would say it's a human failure. And I would say, really, at the end of the day, following Christ is a personal thing, personal journey, personal relationship with God, and we can't be relying on others overall. And at the end, we're guiding everyone to have a personal relationship with Christ rather than mimicking other people's relationship with Christ.
Wow. How would you answer this? What is good for you does not necessarily have to be good for me because truth is relative. So Christianity is fantastic for you, but I don't need Jesus in my life. I can follow my own path and my own truth.
Yeah, we really encourage everyone to explore the meaning of life and faith for themselves, because we cannot. We all of us who join Alpha, you are the one who asks your questions and find your own answers. So we're not here to impose them on you. But there are also a lot of people who really find their answers and true meaning in life, and we just see their life just flourish and change. And so yeah, that's why we're so happy to be an Alpha.
That's awesome.
Right.
Last one. The Bible seems composed of thousands of years, written over thousands of years, composed by different authors. Not only that, there seems to be a big gap between the prophet Malachi in the Old Testament and the New Testament. What was in and out of the Bible as a book wasn't settled until much later. Given all of that, how are we supposed to trust the Bible?
Actually, if you look at the Bible compared to every single historical book or documentations, it's probably the book that has been scripted the most in terms of being copied since its original version. So if you want to think of it as a modern way of understanding the Bible, is that if you think about the blockchain, or you don't have
blockchain.
it's pretty much it has been there's a cryptography on the Bible since the day it was written, and there's a validity of why today's Bible is the original one.
Yeah.
Wow. So last question. What was your favorite thing about Pastor Brett's sermon just now?
Oh, I really like what he says about even doing the motion is also faith, because sometimes maybe you feel like you're stuck and there's no answer, it can be dry, but continuing on being obedient to what God said will bring you to one day where God will lead you. So I think that really encourages me personally, that even if we've done Alpha over and over and over and over again, but every season there's new things, and God brings new people and just shows us his different character every time. So yeah, he's faithful, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I think if you look at this sermon, it's really about where your faith is tested, and it's all about when you get to a point where you don't see your prayers being answered, you still hold on to that faith in God. And with that, you actually see that perseverance and that ultimate, impossible coming into reality.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I really like what Pastor Brett said about the clouds and looking for small things. It might be a drought, and just that little cloud is something that you can hold on to and grasp onto. But I think of even like my own personal faith journey and how it was in a season of drought, spiritual drought. I wasn't really faithful. I wasn't really following God. It was in a season of drought that there was that one person came and just gave me an invitation somewhere. Said, hey, come to church, or hey, come to youth group with me. And for me, even being a non-Christian myself, that was like a little cloud that was like, is there something there?
Yeah.
Is this like, because people are in seasons of droughts because they sense a need to change. They sense that there's must be something more. And maybe that's what you've experienced in Alpha. A lot of people who come who are sensing that there might be something more. And that invitation, just like even this little card, can be that little cloud that you have to bring a little bit of encouragement into someone's life.
Yeah, definitely. We see a lot of people coming to Alpha, and then they bring their friends, they bring their brothers and sisters, their family. So we end up having like a lot of people related to each other, and we're all like an Alpha family because everyone just really needs, that support and that encouragement. And so, yeah, we have physical seat cards here, but you also have the online ones that's available online, and you can send the link to your friends, family, colleagues to invite them over to join Alpha, because it's finally back here again at Island, so it's going to be really good.
In many ways, I think it feels intimidating to share about faith to your colleagues, your family members, and your friends. But really asking them to come join Alpha is maybe a little bit of an easier task. And what we've seen is that if you invite your friends or family, come with them and join them. Say that, I want to come with you in the first couple of evenings of Alpha. And that actually makes it less intimidating.
Yeah.
We will plug them into the groups that are relevant for them and in the language that they're comfortable speaking in. So it's a great experience. We've seen so much testimony where people can really explore their faith.
That's so good. So just one final question. It's not about tooting our own horn and celebrating ourselves. This is celebrating what God has done through Alpha, through your faithfulness in serving. But how many people would you say have come through Alpha in the 32 seasons that you guys have had? Do you guys have numbers on how many people have actually given their lives to Jesus as a result of Alpha?
Oh yeah, so I would say if we look at a normal average season, we would have roughly around 30 people coming to Christ. So if from that perspective, 30, and then we have around 30, so it's like 900 people have come to Christ through through the 30 seasons roughly.
Quick math.
Yeah.
960 technically.
That's right. That's right. that's right.
No, 930, 31
Yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
31 seasons.
930 people have come through with genuine questions about faith and have been able to explore those questions. I mean, that is really great stuff. That is incredible.
And these are people that have come to Christ only. We also track people that have really recommitted to Christ. And what we mean by that is if you have accepted Jesus in some part of your life, but however you have not you have kind of walked away from what you see, and then you actually want to be re-plugged into church, into community. We want Alpha Course to be actually that platform for you to come back to your family and to this community. So recommitment, we actually have. Yeah, also double or triple of that number.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I see in the chat that there are one question about is there an alpha group suitable for Chinese-speaking elderly?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
very
you
good
guys have some
question.
Chinese groups.
So
right?
we have Cantonese speaking groups, we have Mandarin speaking groups, and so in many times we would have I guess we could also break down into more of a mature groups, younger groups. We had groups where pretty much it's just fresh grads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have groups that are maybe within their middle stage of their careers, and others that have maybe in later stage of their career. So we do have a mix and match of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you sign up, there's a question to ask you, so about the age range, and then that helps us to put your guests into the groups.
Yes.
Awesome. One final word for the audience, one final encouragement about Alpha, what would you say? Start with you, Sam.
Okay. So encouragement about Alpha, I think you want to come and taste and see yourself, and it's always fun. We've been through so many seasons, and we've become like friends, and care groups formed, and just relationships formed, and so we're just so thankful that all through the season it's amazing, and nobody complains about it, and it's just good things about it. So come join us. I can't invite you more enough, but just come and join us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you look at all the things that we've been telling you and sharing with you, there's nothing better than to experience it yourself, and really there's nothing to lose. I can't. If you want to get away from your daily routine and to experience something new, really come to Alpha. It's a free course. Come join. Invite your friends. Invite your families. Experience it for a couple of weeks. Just come and join us. There is no commitment. I think many times people are kind of scared. 10 weeks, can I sign up? But come. If you can come for 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, come join us. Experience it for yourself, and we hope that it will change your life.
Yep.
That is Dim Summary. We are so grateful to have you guys join us. Again, if you, this is the biggest challenge. I mean, it's sometimes you think, man, this seems like I'm just passing these cards out. If that's all you can do, just do that. I don't care. Like I think like God will work through that, surprisingly. And so we want people to be coming to Alpha to learn about Jesus and to come into a saving relationship with Jesus. That's what we're about.
Yes.
And so thank you guys for doing what you guys have
Thank
been
you.
doing for
Thank
the
you.
past
Thank you so
32
much.
seasons. Guys, this has been Dim Summary. We will come back next week.
Dim
This has been
Summary.
really fun. See you guys.